Welcome, good morning. It's another Saturday, and this is the show for you. It's a sports review. From Monday to Friday, we look at the issues. Last weekend, we were absent. I had so many calls when the question was, when is the show coming on? I said no, because there was a special edition of the MPP election right here, so the studio was occupied. So sorry for not prompting our viewers, those who called me from Tamale, Upper East, Upper West, Bronga, Ashanti region, Central, Western, Greater Accra, and the Volta region. And all of you are watching this show. This morning, 3 Black Stars players to appear on Tuesday at the Presidential Commission. 3 of them are to appear. This could have been done earlier, but due to too much technical knowledge, lack of technical wisdom, spoiled cases. So 3 players will appear before the commission. When the commission had written officially to the Ghana Football Association inviting the Black Star players to appear before the commission, what actually happened when Justice Jamafe got furious because they were drumming that the Black Star players don't respect Ghanaians. The Ghana Football Association don't respect Ghanaians. On the day it was exhibited, on the day the impedance of a dying cockroach, when you are begging for Ghanaians to forgive you for the fiasco in Brazil, when we exposed it, you failed to appear before the commission. When questions were asked, Justice Jamafe got furious. Moses Foreman got furious because it is the taxpayers' money that is being used to pay you. They wanted to find out what went on, and somebody sitting somewhere thought that it wasn't the best for the players to appear before the commission. But come Tuesday, 3 of the players will be appearing before the commission. 2 of goalkeepers and 1 defender. Fatau Dauda will be there. Stephen Adams will be there. Rashid Smala will also be there. They will be questioned because there will be an official report to the president. They are not going to hunt anybody. Mistakes that were done in the past will not be repeated. That is all. They want to find out the facts whether players really revolted, whether confirmations have been made. Do you think that the 3 men there, Justice Jamafe, Anoche, and Moses Foreman, they are very intelligent people? Very intelligent people. His Lordship, Sanya Jamafe, he was shocked to the bone when that letter was read. But Tuesday, the 3 players will be there to testify what actually happened in Brazil. The league is delaying. All leagues in the world have kicked off. What is happening to Ghana's league? Is there a certain Alhaji Grusa who can never be dealt with? That the legal issues can never be solved? That whatever must be done, must be done. That will delay the league till January, and sponsors are on board. We also cry for sponsors. And the dangerous thing here is that as we delay, the football fans, the supporters in this country will be following the European League. The interest keep on growing day in, day out. So before your league starts, please, it will have been late. People are following the EPL. Some are following the Spanish La Liga, where there's a Clasico come tomorrow, today rather. Tomorrow, Chelsea against Manchester United. Juventus against Parma on Multi-TV. Joy Sports on Multi-TV. The interest in the local league will be missing. Nobody's fault. But you and I, Alhaji Grusa, Gaka President, Alhaji Raji Chairman, Kwesi Nyantakyi, he's even worried. The president of Ghana Football Association is worried about the delay because Alhaji has a case. Alhaji has a case, and that must be dealt with. Taking Adriana out, forget about Adriana. It should not be in this picture. I don't know why people keep on calling Adriana to be in this picture. For Adriana, they are out, but Alhaji's issue must be solved. I'll be trying to get my senior colleague, I call him Magas, Edward Fable, lawyer Edward Fable Jr., on the line to explain to the whole country the legal battle, whether Alhaji is ready to settle out of court, whether it is possible. This time he says no way, Alhaji Karim Gurusa. 3 coaches have been interviewed for the Black Stars job. And people are clamoring for a certain personality. Every day, they are mentioning a certain personality's name. Where the personality, whether he is capable of handling the Black Stars. We will not sit down for these mistakes to happen again. As Randy Abe said, we don't need a high-profile coach because he has achieved. He has coached Chelsea to the finals. He has signed a new deal, just 28 days with the Thailand side, and he comes down to apply for the Black Stars job. I mean, how? It is alleged that he is taking $150,000 US. How much was Kwesi Appiah being paid? Is the GFA going to cough up $150,000 to pay Avram Grant? Which is not possible. Moreover, you have a job 28 days and you want to apply for the Black Stars job. Why? Avram Grant, we hear, is possessing an Israeli passport. And therefore, he can't travel to Morocco, he can't travel to Egypt. If these stories are true, then I think Avram Grant is out of the race. We need to look at coaches who will come with ideas. I hear Michel Pont and Juan Jimenez Ignacio. These 2 coaches are the possible bets. But for the interview that went on, the coach who really impressed was Juan Jimenez Ignacio. If the FA had opened up for application, people presented, and the man was impressive, why won't you give him the job? Why won't you give him the job? We'll be talking to an ex-player, an ex-footballer who's been monitoring what is actually going on, and we'll find out from him who is the man to do the job. You just don't need to sit down and shout praises that somebody has sent. Has he been to the World Cup before? I even don't believe in that. But I believe young coaches with young ideas coming for the first time to transform with its new ideas. Those who have done it before, let them go. Let the new ones, fresh ones, come and do it. AFCON 2015, people were calling Ghana should host it. Some said no. They've been back and forth. But the Moroccans said, they say that they are really going to host their own thing. People had cautioned Ghana not to go for the AFCON because we're not prepared financially, medically. Issues. This morning, there's a sound we're going to run through the show. So if you're standing by in Tamale, Bumprogo, Aflao, Denu Adafi, I know where. And to my guys also watching live from there, this is the show for you. Let me go for my first commercial break. And when I come back, the discussion continue. This is the show, Joy Sports Review, every Saturday. And don't forget, today is the Joy FM Schools Reunion. Hey, so when you call me, you tell me your school that you attended. And today, it'll be the battle for the battles. Because I know my Cape Coasters, hey, St. Augustine's, the best in the central region. I know it's a bit debatable. The Infantil boys will not agree. The Disco boys will not agree. And they will call in. So today is Joy FM Schools Reunion at the Independence Square. We'll all be there. Immediately after the show, James will be here. You know, James is an old boy of Fijai Secondary School. Opraye is also an old boy of West African Secondary School. Let me go for my first commercial break. When I come back, straight to action. Welcome back from that commercial break, and it's still on the Sports Review every Saturday morning. This is the show for you. Where the discussion go on, and you are part of the show. So I just said 3 coaches have been interviewed. There's one man who knows much about these 3 coaches. From what we are hearing, who is the man to be appointed as the next Black Stars coach? All things being equal, maybe he's the man to send us to Kampala. But the executive committee we hear have received a report. And we hear that there's one coach among the 3 who really impressed. Whether Ghana wants to adopt the AGRA system, then there's only one coach. Let me go onto the phone line and speak to ex-Black Stars striker, ex-Black Stars winger, Dada Rasha call him, Yao Preko, an assistant coach to the National Under 20 team, a gentleman, of course. Maybe most of you didn't watch his style of play and his time of play with Hearts of Oak. I watched him from Power Lines to Hearts of Oak. James will tell you much about Yao Dada Raj Preko. Let me go on to the phone lines and welcome Coach Preko. Coach, good morning.
Good morning.
Coach, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, by His grace, so.
And once again, congratulations for qualifying the National Under 20 side for the World Cup.
Thank you.
Coach, are you
not qualified for the World Cup yet?
No, Africa. Africa.
Yeah.
I want to push you quickly, Coach.
I know. I can see that.
Okay.
But so, by His grace, we'll get there.
By all means, we all wish you well. But Coach, quickly, let's go to the position of the Black Stars coach. 3 coaches have been interviewed. You so experienced. You know most of these coaches. You know what they've done outside Ghana and what they can do for the country. From your perception, who, and monitoring what happened at the interview and what you've heard, who do you think is the man for the job?
Personally, I think Martinez can do the job. Martinez can do the job simply because, you know, he's up-and-coming coach. He's hungry for the job. He has vision, you know, from what I've heard and what I've from a little experience of what we know about him. He has what it takes to push us forward. You need coaches that he has a little bit style of Dosena, and that's what personally I think we are missing. You know, Bukayo Saka, the Dosena type. You know, when he's standing on the bench, you can see that there's personality. You can see that he's this man. When he tells you this is your role and you don't execute it well, he'll take you out of the game. And he's not shy in bringing young players in the team to take their chances. You know, a coach that went against Mourinho and Guardiola as top coach in Spain, and he beat them.
Yeah,
that tells you that you know, he has what it takes. So I personally believe if he gets the nod, he's definitely going to take us somewhere.
So among the 3, some also are saying that Avram Grant seems to be the high-profile coach.
Yeah, like you're saying, Avram Grant. You know, when the name pops out, everybody knows what he has done. But I'm talking about young and energetic,
coach.
Because we have coaches here.
Yeah.
Let's say we have Coach Hade, we have Coach Osam Dodu, all these big coaches. Why are we not giving them the chances?
Oh, okay.
Because we think, they've got to a stage that technical advisor or whatever it is, it's a role that they are they've reached to do.
Yeah.
And I believe Abraham Grant has gotten to that stage that technical advisor or whatever it is, but not
a coach,
a person who is a long term. Now if we sign a coach, it should be a long term process. A long term. It shouldn't be a year or two. Then we have to go back to the drawing board to think who we should bring back. But this man, from what I've heard, I think he can do the job. No disrespect to the others, but personally, I think he can execute what we want the national team to be. And we are going to learn from him.
Okay.
He's going to bring something special from Spain. Let's hope he brings something special from Spain. We've tried not other nations, but we've not tried Spain.
Yeah.
So probably it's the right time to try Spain and see why not.
Okay. So you believe that this is the man to transform the Black Stars because he's hungrier. He's here to try the Spanish tiki-taka system in Ghana.
Exactly. And what I heard is this, he likes to go back to the grassroots and make sure that even if you're a player from a Division 1
and you can play.
You have what it takes. He can encourage you, and you need people like that's what I said. Bukar Caesar, may he rest in peace. He went back to the grassroots and made sure that we were talking about the likes of Joe Debra and Shamokwe when he came back. He said, Joe Shamokwe, they have what it takes, but he has seen players that can do better than Joe Debra and Shamokwe.
Okay.
And exactly, he did it. He took players who we thought they are not better than Joe Debra and Shamokwe.
Okay.
But he brought them up, and then you need players, coaches that can go to the grassroots
and bring the talent.
Your youth teams playing and the youth team played and everything, and then take one or two players out of it, and then build them up. So I think that's what I know about him. So. If we're able to take chances on him, I think he will help us.
Okay, so you'll be surprised if he's not given the job.
Like I said earlier on, no disrespect to the others, but I'll be surprised. But the panel, they know what they are looking for. But personally, I think if he's given the job, he won't fail us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, before all of you go, has your hat-trick record been broken in Ghana? Or
not yet.
Not yet. Nobody.
Still pending.
Still pending. Oh, okay.
Still pending.
Oh, okay. So you are the only player to have scored an hat-trick.
Twice in international.
Two international. Yeah.
Yes.
You are a great coach, and I mean those who maybe James will tell us. James, when he says I should greet you, he will just give the viewers a quick history about Yao Prekoun.
A quick history about Yao Prekoun. I played for House of Kotowari Power Lines, a House of Oak, 89-90 season, with league champion. I went to Anderlecht. I played for Anderlecht in the 90s, from 1990 to 97, 7 good years. Won the championship 3 times with Anderlecht, twice with the FA Cup. I moved on to Turkey. Played for Fenerbahce, Gaziantep, Yozgat. Went to Sweden, played for Halmstad. My first year, we came second on the league chart. I played 2 seasons there. Then went to Saudi Arabia for 6 months, and then the knee couldn't take it no more, and I call it a quit.
Okay.
So now I'm the coach. I'm an assistant.
No,
coach
you're a hero. You're a legend. We will celebrate you. We will celebrate you one day. Since you have outspoken, the coach, I'm telling my viewers that Yao says that we need to give the job to the Spanish. Thank you very much, Yao, for getting us this one.
You're welcome.
So that was Dada Rash Yao Prekoh speaking to us live on Joy Sports on Multi TV. He says that he has done his analysis. You heard him. And the man says that his record, if you don't know, he's the only Black Stars player, James, to have scored
hat-trick
in two international matches.
Yes.
It has never happened from
1955, no.
So hat-trick, he scored 3 goals
in a match.
In a match against on two occasions against 2 teams.
Yes.
Maybe we'll later. Maybe James. James, from 19, nobody has.
No, nobody has scored on 2 occasions.
Obari, welcome.
Thanks.
James says nobody else. So your Prekoh says the history still stands.
Yeah, it stands. I was the one who made sure that the record is not tampered with. And when Jordan scored a hat-trick in, is it Florida?
Yeah, again, the friendly.
Yes, the friendly. So they say, Jordan has scored. I said, no. We have an ex-Blaster player who has scored on 2 different occasions.
Hat-trick.
Yes, hat-trick.
And it's yet to be broken.
No, it will be difficult to be broken.
No, but Jordan has made one.
Yes, it will be difficult to be broken.
Not even at Redakwa.
Yes, Redakwa and Co, they were sharing the goals. All of them. You see, at that time, we have this 5-ton attack.
Oh, okay.
Number 7 was a winger and a scorer.
Okay.
8, a striker.
Okay.
9, a dribbler and a striker. 10, a skimmer and a striker. 11, a winger and a striker. But on this occasion, we have maybe one top the Serbian method and all these things. Are you getting me? Okay. That's the difference.
Okay. So the man just, let me get back to you. We're talking about Martinez, and the man says that he has done the analysis. You heard the interview. Avram Grant, $150,000 we hear. 28 days into a job, he wants to come for this job. And Yao says that he's up there for a technical advisor job, but not as he wants somebody who is hungry for the job. What do you also think? You've monitored the interview. What is going on?
Well, Tony, thanks. I think as an FA or as a nation, right, we need to set our priorities right. We need to get to know the path we want to channel our football to, right? That is why, for instance, I don't believe that it is necessary or it was necessary to have invited over 150, all of the CVs to get down here before we sieve them down to get to this level that we are. I think that it is a complete joke on our part. If we say we are a football nation, it is not done anywhere, not as I know of in current times. The best thing to have done as a football nation is, if we decide that it is because we want our football to get to this level or to go through this line, if we look all around the world, we have to point out a particular coach that suits the way we want our football to go. If it is Uncle James...
Well, y'all said something that we've tried all the coaches. It's yet we've not a Spanish coach.
Tony, it is not about trying all the coaches. It is not about trying all the Spanish coaches. I can tell you for a fact that none of the coaches that have come here are top-class coaches in football. No. Probably I don't know of. But the ones I know, right, for the past 20, 30, up to those years, I have not come across any top world-class coach that has come here to be the coach of the Black Stars.
It is true. It is true.
So it means that we have been toiling with all of our efforts.
Yeah.
I am saying that if we have sat back after the World Cup, right, decided so well that, look, because we want the direction of Ghana football to go this way, and because this is our philosophy, right?
The agro.
Yes, if it is the agro that is our philosophy, and we believe in it, I believe so much that let's cast our net wide, look around the world. Which coach fits that system so well? Or which of the coaches do we believe that will be able to help us in that level so well? Then we go straight for that coach. If we bring that coach in, it doesn't matter the money he's taking. Once we are able to identify that this is what he stands for, and this is what we also stand for, let's bring that coach. Then the financial issue comes later. Yeah. Then we set an agenda. Probably we bring the coach for 3 years. After 3 years, he's gone. Then within the period, Tony, we can select about 4 or 5 coaches here, local coaches, send them away to study. After the 4 years, they come back. We don't have anything to do with any European coaches. Then we will share them for all.
But from what has happened with the interview, according to y'all,
yes,
the man built for the job should be Spanish Juan Martinez.
Yes, Tony, if you look at their CV, if you look at the way we want our game to go now, as it stands now, then it means that, you see, there are certain things that are hitting hard against Avram Grant. Most people felt that he would have been most appropriate because,
for the job.
Yes, because he's seen it at the highest level before. But then don't forget that.
But he has sent 2 teams to relegation, West Ham, Portsmouth.
Yes, that. These are some of the things that have always been used against Uncle James's friend, Afrani. You understand?
Oh, okay.
But at all times, when you give them the chance, they are able to bring up youngsters.
Okay.
But Avram Grant's case of not having, because he's an Israeli and he holds that Israeli passport, and he will not be able to travel to some Arab countries when the Black
Morocco,
Stars,
Egypt.
Yes, Sudan, such places, you understand. When the Black Stars are playing qualifiers, we don't choose the nations we play.
Maybe we'll quickly acquire a British passport, maybe.
Well, once it is not in yet, we don't have to gamble with it. So then it should tell us that that is a deficiency. So why do we look into an area? Before we even start, there's a big deficiency somewhere. So we don't have to go into that area.
150,000?
150,000, Tony, are we ready to pay 150,000? That is another problem. You understand? 150,000, if we think that we can give our players 100,000 and we can give the coach 150,000, and if we have the money, so that it doesn't become. I don't think we have. I don't think we have, Tony. Okay. Because it should not become a problem that we pay once, twice, the third, fourth consecutive times, then it becomes a problem. We don't have that money
but
to
you
pay
said
for
something
it.
that the man is bent of being a technical person because the likes of Avram Grant is in Ghana here, Ben Kofi, our own uncle, those are now, you can't pick them as coaches now. You pick them as advisors.
Yes, Tony, I want to go with your Prekon submission. You understand? At that level, right, it will be best for him to become a technical advisor. If we say we want him to become a technical advisor, he's coming in to come and advise who?
That is another big question.
Are we going to bring the Italian coach so that he comes in to advise the Italian coach?
Which is not possible.
Or are we going to bring the Spanish so that Avram Grant gets in to advise him?
Which is not possible.
Or we want to maintain Maswell Kunedu, then the Avram Grant gets in to advise him. You see, that is the problem. We have to look very well. If now, from all what it stands, it looks like it's a two-way race then between the Italian and the Spanish guy. Then we have to look very well. If the Italian has what it takes, I would believe that even though the Spanish, we have not tried the Spanish coach before, Tony, I don't think there's anything wrong in going for the Italian man because we all know his pedigree. He has achieved better than the Spanish guy, and we are looking at who.
Michel Pont?
Yes.
Is he an Italian or Swedish?
Sorry. Swedish. Sorry. Yes. He has achieved better than the Spanish guy. Even though the Spanish guy says that he once beat Real Madrid, I don't think that alone is what we
so enough.
Enough.
So it's between Michel Pont and Martinez.
Yes, and Martinez. Okay. So whoever gets it, I don't think it will be bad. But then have we set our priorities right already before allowing one of them to get in to get a job? If not, Tony, just like we did to Kwesi Appiah. Once I did say that Kwesi Appiah.
But will there be strings?
Trap.
Okay, I always ask trap. Would there be any trap for Martinez if given a job?
Tony, the strings or the trap started right from day one when we invited CVs. Some said they did not put in their application. So how did they get in there? You get it. And even before we appoint the next coach, there are rumors or there are reports out there that some executive members of the FA are beginning to threaten some players that, yes, the next time my coach gets in, we are going to see, you'll be out. You are not going to have a place in the team any longer. Then the other set also says that the next time our coach also gets in, this guy will be out. You'll be given the opportunity. Right. So even before the appointment is done, there's division somewhere. Yeah. That is where the strings start from.
Yeah, I think that if an interview is conducted, James, you're an administrator. Yes. You need the best performer, impressive candidate.
Oh, yeah,
because I hear the Spanish really impressed in all departments.
It is the overall performance.
Oh, okay.
You see, because the whole thing is segmented.
Okay.
Like technical knowledge, player management, okay, human relations, and many others.
And he had all.
No, what I'm saying is that in the interview,
So you need to have, okay.
Yes. So you can see somebody scoring very high in maybe category A or B and scoring very low in others. Then when you find the total, whoever comes first will be taken. But you now have to, you now have to prioritize. Do we really want a technical man or somebody who is maybe above average technically, but very good player manager? Okay. You see, so you have to.
So from what Yao Preco said, what's your analysis? Also, Opare also believes that the Spanish is the man for the job.
Yeah, Opare didn't believe that. He didn't believe that. He said he agrees with the Swedes. No, he said he agrees with the submission of your Preco, but he's looking at the pedigree. Okay. The historical performance. Okay. If that's the case, then the Italian is better than the Swede.
No. Sorry. I was thinking that it was between the Italian and the Spanish, but rather it is between the Swiss and the Spanish.
Italian,
yes, which means that the Italian that I felt was
Marco Tandelli has pulled out. Yeah,
yes, he's pulled off.
So
if he's pulled off, then it means that
the Spanish is the man.
Yes.
Okay. So you know it's good that we let our viewers know. So what I'm going in for is that let us take somebody who brings his what do you call it, vision on that popular term. The young shall grow. Okay. From what I heard, the Spanish is very good at.
And he's the youngest, just 50 years.
Yes, 50 is not a young age. Anyway.
Okay.
And what I'm saying.
But James, you are 60 plus.
Oh,
and you are still young.
You are still young,
but you don't want to say 50-year-old.
You are still
But you don't agree that a 50-year-old is young.
The important thing is that, from my own, putting my ear on the ground, they say it's very good at youth development.
Yeah. What Yao said.
Yes.
And that is what we need.
That's what we need now.
Yes.
And that was one of the areas given to Claude Roy when he came.
When he identified the likes of Dede.
Dede, but the most important were Azivosa.
Claude Roy brought in Opare immediately after the 70. He requested that the Ghanaians were complaining. I know he had played under 17 there.
Yes.
I'm telling you from what I know.
Okay,
he identified the local level, the local league, Azivosa, Asian, Kwekwe. About 3 of them, and then there was a diversion. He now started concentrating on the Black Stars. Yeah. Assuming this program has gone on for maybe 2 seasons, he would have come up with a young, ambitious, disciplined players who would have formed the next batch of the Black Stars after the 206 squad, that beautiful 206 squad. So that is what I think we should be looking at. Is this coach coming to do exactly what we want? Because the advantage, now I want to quickly clarify something. We have had excellent foreign coaches. The one I remember very well, Joseph Emba. Who took over for
Brazil.
Brazilian. So if the Spanish coach is coming, we want to see whether it's going to align our traditional style of play with what has been pertaining in Spain for the past 5 years or 10 years. The slow build up. You understand?
The agro system.
It's not the agro system. It's too exaggerated now in the modern system because the game is faster than in those days. Now they won't allow you. People like Piqué will not allow you to be.
They'll butcher you.
So, if that is what we want, then I quickly remember what Fredo Samdodu told BBC.
But James, there's a quick message from my own brother, Kujo Lumo, CEO of Solutions. He says that, Tony, ask your panel that does the GFA has the expert eyes on seeing who is a good coach. How can they tell who a good coach is? A good coach, a coach can be appointed but has less expertise and yet be able to shine. What criteria are they using?
Oh, they are using what do you call it?
The performance?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not one static criteria.
But he's saying that the unknown ones can even shine.
That is
I think that the Cameroon team and Algerian team has transformed because the new coaches are bringing unknown names. They're not playing with big names and they are delivering.
Yes, I will tell you who a good coach is first.
Okay.
Ask me that question.
Who a good coach is?
The coach that won the last match. the last match he played. That's the good coach.
Okay.
That's Alex Ferguson's definition of a good coach. He told Coach Ade that a good coach is the one that won the last weekend match. So when you win and you lose this time, you think the supporters will look at you as a good coach?
No.
No. So let's pray that we have somebody who's deeply knowledgeable in the technical aspect of the game. And is widely supported by his at least small managerial what do you call ability.
Okay.
And then working in an environment where there are no traps and there are no strings.
Okay.
You understand? And working with young, ambitious players who are ready to learn, who are not
egoistic.
Not egoistic, and who are not putting the pecuniary this in front.
Okay.
But they are putting, let's even forget the nationalism. They are putting their own future developments ahead of every other thing. So like Abu Sundoko, mighty just president, used to say, don't chase coins. Now, develop yourself. Let the crowd call for your inclusion in the national team.
Okay.
And the door will be open to you.
Okay.
Seek ye first your personal development.
But James, that is biblical.
Your professional development.
No, but seek ye first is in the Bible.
So professional development is in the Bible.
You see, Tony.
Yeah, James. Etolam Lumo, she's watching. She says she likes your shirt.
Oh, yeah. We are talking sports.
A kinky shirt.
No, he says no. The young lady, she's almost 4 years or 5. She says she likes your shirt.
There's nothing you can say.
Tony, this issue is a very serious issue because we are not going to feel the effect now until we qualify for Morocco, and then we lift the cup. Like we all agreed that.
That is the apology Ghanaians want.
Yes.
Opera said it.
Yes, I raised it.
And they keep on disrespecting Ghanaians.
No, we'll come to that.
We'll come to that.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that the effect in future, in next year, 2015 or 2017, it will be a result of our decision today.
Today.
Yes.
Somebody who has a long-term plan, as your Preko said.
When we make the mistake of getting somebody who has not got all the qualities that we want, or at least greater part of the qualities that we want, we are going to regret in future.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my submission.
Okay, so
and I want to let you know, and the viewers should know that ordinarily, I feel very uncomfortable recommending a foreign coach for the Black Stars.
No, but that is the decision we are here to take.
Yes, because the law allows the executive committee of the GFA to take certain decisions.
Okay.
And we, that we watch from afar.
But James, you still believe in a local coach?
Why can't I believe in
Well, Prayer said the traps are too much.
No, what I'm saying is that ordinarily I'll feel uncomfortable.
You still believe to Kwame Nkrumah's ideology?
Yes. Okay. Why did he ask Joseph Emba to go?
Okay.
So it means that decision taken in 1962 has been negated. By bringing so we are back to Batan.
Okay.
So this is one Kwame Nkrumah wrote. Colonialism has gone. We have neo-colonialism. Do you know the new colonialism? So it means that this is also a new colonialism in appointing coaches for the Black Stars.
Obari?
Yes.
James, Tony. One political, biblical. Now he's back to Kwame Nkrumah's ideology.
Let me go through his Kwame Nkrumah. Then we get back to Martinez and Tony, I seriously don't believe that we have prepared any local coach that should be capable of handling the team now.
No, okay.
You understand?
So maybe in the near future.
With all respect to all local coaches, none of them is prepared to handle the team now. I say this because, Tony, we did not prepare Kwesi Appiah. We felt he was ready, but he wasn't ready. That is why all what he learned, right, at the heat of it all, he was not able to apply anything. You get it? He learned nothing and forgot everything at the end of it all when we needed it so much from him. If we want a local coach to handle the national team, Tony, we have to prepare them. We just don't have to sit back.
But we gave a local coach opportunity.
Tony, we didn't prepare Kwesi Appiah. We did not prepare Kwesi Appiah. Nobody should make a mistake by saying that we prepared him because he was an assistant coach.
We did everything humanly possible.
No, Tony, that wasn't
spiritually,
right.
physically.
No. The spiritual
aspect. He went to Europe to understudy certain coaches.
Tony, you go to Europe, go and study Manchester City 1 week, 2 weeks, and you think you'll be able to get somewhere. You don't use 2 weeks to handle a national team. And within the 2 weeks, if any situation doesn't come up, what situation do you expect the Manchester City coach to take you through? He needed to go through a situation, then a physical situation, practical one, then you get to know that when there's a situation like this is how you handle it. There's a difference between handling issues on the blackboard and handling issues, practical issues on the pitch. You get it? I believe that if we had taken our time so well to let Kwesi Appiah understand that, look, in a matter of 4 years, we want you to become the head coach of the Black Stars.
You will be psyching himself.
That is number one. He would have learned so much himself. All what he thought was that he was the assistant coach. I was so sad, very, very sad, Tony, when Masoro Kunenu was asked right after the game in Tamale that why didn't he apply for the position of the vacant Black Stars coach? And his comment was that he is the assistant coach. He doesn't want to rush. He feels comfortable being the assistant coach.
Like when Opele was appointed and was given the Kotoko job,
if you tell
he said he wanted an assistant.
It's an assistant.
If you tell me this,
is it inferiority complex?
Tony, straightforward, it means that you are not prepared. You don't have any business being
But maybe he thinks that the shoe is too big for him to wear.
Tony, that is why he's not prepared.
Okay.
You get it? The comment means that he's not prepared. So we have to lift him, not sack him, lift him, send him away to somewhere that we will prepare him for 2, 3, 4 years.
So you think that the assistant role job should even be taken from him?
Tony, should be taken away from him.
So he prepares.
It should be taken away from him. Then we send him on courses to prepare him.
So the next 4 years he's coming back.
By the next 4 years, when he comes back, he slots in straight as the head coach.
Yeah.
The other coaches will slot in under 23, under 20, under 17. The philosophy will cut across.
Okay.
So you wouldn't need to struggle so much. So if in this case, if we bring Martinez in, Tony, I will want so well that he will introduce players that are young.
Yeah, he said it. At the interview, I heard that he said it.
Good.
That he said he's bringing the best video analyst, and he's going to make sure that
nobody should interfere in his selection process.
He's an expatriate, and definitely nobody will.
Yes.
That is not true.
That is why, Tony.
But James is trying to put an argument. He said expatriate still, there should be an interview. There could be an interview.
There has never been.
No, James has said that there's no coach in this world.
No any coach. Tony, I still don't believe that you can have any coach that can go 100% without any interference.
100%.
No.
Because
whatever be the case, the team belongs to some people or it belongs to somebody. So that person or those individuals must have a little say.
Okay.
That is why even when he comes in and he decides that Asamoah Gyan wouldn't have to be his top striker or he wants to sit Asamoah Gyan away, the FA can come in and say that no, as for Asamoah, please just allow him to be there.
And it's either he takes it or drops it.
That is the problem. But I need somebody who will come in, right? Like the Spanish coaches. Let me just use Diego Simeone.
Yeah, Simeone.
Martinez looks a bit of a Simeone.
Yeah.
Right? When he comes in, it doesn't matter whether you are Asamoah Gyan. It doesn't matter whether you are Sule Muntari. It doesn't matter.
I heard he made it clear that we can't manage the egos of our players.
So if he believes that right from the onset, I cannot manage Uncle James, you don't call him. Finish. Your case is closed. I can manage X, Y, I can manage Afum, I can manage X, I can manage B. I bring them on board. When the winning goes, everybody should shut up and watch him do his work. Because when the axe falls, it falls on his head. Yeah. When we go pushing him to keep inviting Mike Lesian, to keep inviting Sule Muntari, to keep inviting Asamoah Gyan, to keep inviting players, and he feels...
Is there players who are not hungry should not be invited? You want players who are hungry to come and play for you.
That is the caliber of the Spanish young coaches. They don't want players who have that big ego, players who think that they've made big names for themselves already.
They
you understand?
Their own cars to the training ground.
Yes. Apart from that is why when you monitor the Spanish league so closely, apart from Madrid and Barcelona, right? The rest of the teams.
Also, before that, Diego Costa in Spain was struggling, but when he came to the English league, he seems to find everything easy.
Tony, that is why you see it is very tough for you to excel in the Spanish league. That is why at most times, between the Italian league and the Spanish league, that is where the world's best players come from. Because for you to be able to excel, for a coach to have that amount of confidence in a young chap that you have probably come from nowhere, throw you into matches for you to be able to excel, it is very tough. The tackling is very hard. It is not as smooth as the English league where the referees allow play to flow. No, you can't have it like that. So if you're able to be successful here, when you get back there, it will be okay for you. Look at Diego Costa. He's getting it so rosy. Look at Fabregas. When he came to Barcelona, it wasn't working for him. Yeah. All of a sudden, he has become a super player. There's a difference in that, difference in philosophy. Yeah. So if we believe that Martinez fits our philosophy, right? Because it has shown between the last 4 Nations Cup that anytime we get to the semi-finals, from the quarterfinals to the semi-finals, we lack strength. You get it? From the second half, from the 50th minute to the 90th minute, we don't have that amount of energy to keep fighting. So, but they have that amount of energy, and that is how come they have always overcome us. Yeah. But then the Spanish always make sure that, look, you play with energy, they don't concentrate so much on flair. Yeah. You play with energy, they like technical players. And once you have technical players, it is very easy for you to be successful. Yeah. They don't look at flair. Okay. Even what I am seeing in our team now, we don't have anybody that we can boast of so much that that individual has flair. So why don't we shift away from it, go to the other side, if that is the caliber of players we have, and it will fit us so well. So I don't see anything wrong with what Yapreko has said. Martinez fits the job, we should all go for Martinez, but we should make it a policy that after 4 years, he goes away. We have to nurture our own coaches.
Yeah, maybe I think that it should be part of his responsibility to nurture other coaches. Yeah, I heard he promised, but I don't know. He promised that he was going to bring the best video analyst.
Yes. So Tony, I
hear he said that the game has also gone digital, and
you see,
that is why Opera sacked Ben Kofi and go.
Sometimes when you say it, the local coaches feel that it is.
I heard Ben Kofi. I don't know whether it's true. I heard Ben Kofi was given a laptop and he couldn't operate.
He said it.
Oh, he said it
himself.
Oh, okay.
When you go for coaching courses, the iPad, so many things are flying on top of the iPad, and before you realize, everything is gone. That is the technology of the game. It's moving so fast.
Yeah. You see, sometimes when I leave this program and I get to then I just recollect our conversation. Then I laugh. Is it not the same Opari who challenged me here? When I said Sunday Olise shot traveled at a particular speed, he challenged me here.
Yeah.
What do you call Flamini?
Yeah. No,
I'm talking Flamini.
I didn't challenge.
He didn't challenge. He said that the meandering of Diego Maradona's meandering at a particular speed. Maybe the analyst could give you that.
No, he said, no, they are machines. We are in the digital world.
Okay.
When the collage against West Bromwich Albion by Manchester United, Flamini, he traveled at 91-point-something kilometers per hour. Yeah. It was shown on the screen. Speed. When something me have seen many years ago from 1994, he's now seeing, the present generation are now seeing that a shot can be measured.
Okay. And do you have such equipment for Ghana coaches as well?
No, we don't have.
So who is the next coach? So it's not about big names. Somebody we knew, as Kujo Olumo said, give the young ones opportunity and they will transform.
Please, a small history.
Okay.
Ghana went to play Ivory Coast in Abidjan. Then Anki Ben Kofi told Reverend Ose Kofi, don't pass the center line. So what is you just be playing with the ball in our own half? That's not the way I play. I say for this match. Then Reverend Ose Kofi told me that when he started playing with the ball, holding the ball, the Ivorians left their targets and came on him. So when he laid the pass for Kofi Wusu first goal, in 3 minutes, another goal in 5 minutes, I said, Kofi, you can now play your game. So a coach's ability to determine the right strategy and the players' obedience to play to the coach's instructions is very, very crucial in a match.
Oh, okay. So who is the next Black Stars coach? Your text messages can come. It's rather unfortunate. Our text lines are really finding it difficult, but we're still working, and I'm getting text messages. Messages from Kujo Olumo says that which criteria it has been answered already. So let's shift our attention to the Black Stars players who will be appearing at the commission. And good morning to Justice Senya Jamepe and also lawyer Moses Fuamweni and also Commissioner Noche. I hear they watch this show every morning. Thanks for watching the show, because this is where, hey, the revelations are made, the facts are fine. So maybe yours is a fact-finding committee. This is a fact-finding TV. So, and rather unfortunate, Jamefe got angry the previous time the Black Stars. James, that attitude, you monitor the commission.
Yes,
the man got confused, angry, and said, you don't respect Ghanaians.
Yes.
You, in your own perception, did Tadio Sorry, Kusinya Nteche got it all wrong?
Yeah, initially, from the outset. But when their what do you call, attention was drawn to the content or to the wedding, they felt sorry, I'm telling you. Genuinely sorry. Because when you
But
write...
are you saying that Kusinya Nteche didn't read the content?
I'm saying that from the outset. So there are two things in life.
On the onset?
Outset.
Outset, okay.
Before. So when you now face the reality, say, am I the one who wrote this thing? Then you feel, you panic.
Because this is a place who are begging now.
You understand? What I'm trying to say is that when you commit a crime, are you getting...
You show remorse.
And you show remorse, it sort of softens the heart of the judge. And from how the commission has been operating, they have been very humane, honestly.
Justice Jamafe keep on drumming. It's a fact-finding committee.
Yes, and apart from
not
that...
a witch-hunting committee.
Yes, you know, if the composition had been different, I don't know, I'm not judging anybody, they would have not taken this approach.
Yeah.
They've just said that this is the question, what's your answer? Do you have any document to submit? Go and answer affidavit on it and bring it. Thank you, we'll call you back. They can also do that. But they create some environment of brotherhood, some, what do you call, esprit de corps. Are you getting, we are all lawyers. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So the atmosphere said that such a letter, the wedding should not have been like that. But since the chairman got annoyed and...
Does it mean Kwesi is not in charge?
Oh, he's in charge. I'm saying that from the... You see, when you... In the past, you see many of them...
But James, the letter was written 13th, was it October 13th? You get it. So, I mean, it has been... I don't know whether it was orchestrated that the boys should not appear.
This is a very difficult case to answer. This is what we call boardroom decisions taken where you are not...
That is what Mr. came up with, angry with Tadio Sorry, saying that too much technical knowledge, lack of technical wisdom, small cases.
Because he's an experienced judge.
Yeah.
Very experienced. I've heard a little thing about him. He's a very patient judge, and he applies the law at the right time and at the appropriate level. That's what I heard. In fact, my very good friend is his friend. I don't want to mention his name. Very good friend, my classmate.
He wants to see you. Maybe one day.
Yes, we have to go there. Billy Agbolosu, the former head of pediatric State Hospital, is a very good friend of
Jamafe.
And he tells me about that. He's a gentleman. He knows about football.
He was part of
Voladep, yes. And yesterday, I think the day before, Mr. Fuamoni said something which made me very happy. He said, we are not going to write our report without listening to the other side. That's what I've been saying. When this case came up, people like Opari wanted immediate execution of those who were accused.
No, nobody has been accused.
In the beginning.
The beginning.
When they said that somebody went to collect 82,500
without signing.
Without signing, they don't even know.
But the report is yet to come out.
Are you listening to? I say when the case broke, when the issue broke here.
No, Opari said that if you are found culpable, James.
He didn't say that.
No, Opari, maybe you.
Okay,
Opari, maybe you. Did you say that when somebody is found culpable, the person must be sanctioned?
You didn't say that. What I'm the one who
okay, then maybe
Opari, wait, let's hear the other side.
It is true. It is true.
I said, wait, let's hear the other side. He said, how can they go and collect money?
What do we have to hear about the other side, about how the money was spent?
What about now? They say they want to hear the other side.
We've heard the other side.
I think they are in Kumasi now. Who told you? They are now in Kumasi.
We've heard the other side.
Look,
and even without hearing the other side, I'm saying
you want to pass judgment.
No, it's not
even without hearing the other side, I knew what I was saying. That is why I told you that those who will come there, including the FA president, right? Some monies had gone somewhere that wasn't necessary, and he will not be able to defend it. And has he been able to defend it?
But James, so some of the regulations.
It has been days that he was told to bring the list of those who
the 400,000 plus was shared up to that. I don't think that.
No, you are talking of the coefficient or what?
No, he shared $400,000 plus without names.
And that's what I'm saying, that until you finish your inquiry, then you can now write a report. Then you can now conclude.
Yeah. That's what Opari said.
No, that was not what
Opari didn't say that.
He didn't sign. They didn't sign. They collected the money.
But were you surprised that Nteche revealed that Moses said he signed for 8,000, but he didn't sign for 20,000?
No, I don't know the details of the arithmetic. What I'm trying to say is that you have to listen to both parties. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm sorry to talk like that. I'm saying that in law or social justice or whatever you call it, you have to listen to all the parties involved. At least let's divide into two, A and B. A has spoken, B has not spoken. How do you conclude?
Okay, but they will conclude later.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
That's what Moses Family said in Kumasi. He said they are here and they hope to invite some of the Black Star players. And then because they want to hear their own side of the story.
So now, by the behavior when the question Yanteji saw it was late, and someone was forced to come.
You see,
and
these are things that simply should not be entertained. I'm telling you.
That's why the justice got furious.
Tony, I was so happy when he got furious.
But
I wanted him to move to the extra level.
Maybe should we say, I mean, I think that our Tamale folks also didn't try. Because, or what do you think? Maybe they were hungry to see the Black Stars, maybe.
Tony, you see, so let me finish the comment, then we'll go to the Tamale issue. Because I have my own reservations about this game, moving this game to Tamale. Then yet again, the FA communication person comes to tell us that
the Togo game will go back to Tamale.
Yes, and they didn't even know that there was such a great heaven in Tamale that they should have gone in there. When did they know that they were going to shift the game to Tamale? Until that rebellious act at Kumasi, did they even dream? Did they even have the slightest dream that they were going to move any game, any Black Star game to Tamale? Right from the beginning, were we not told that, Tony, it was going to be a shifting policy?
Yeah.
From
so I don't know what stadium. So I think that it should.
To it?
Yeah.
If they had maintained that policy from the beginning, nobody would have said anything. But you left Accra with all the reasons that in Accra you don't win our matches. In Accra the players receive so much insult, so much insinuations, so much A, B, and C. Then you left. In Kumasi, the supporters accommodate the players so well. The supporters go to the stadium very well. We are able to get enough money. So why do you leave a venue that you are able to make so much money? Why do you leave a venue that you are able to attract so much supporters? Does it make sense? There should be a reason for you leaving. Why don't you look at those reasons rather than running away from yourself? From this reason that they gave to us, are they telling us that we will never come back to Kumasi to play any game? Or they feel that by running to Tamale, we will only come back to Kumasi to play our games when there is a little bit comfort zone for the supporters.
Yeah.
Then they'll come back again.
That could be the game plan.
So when you come back there and you are still hit with the same act of wanting to boycott or virtually boycotting the match, what would you want to do? Do you want now you begin to tell us that from henceforth all of our national team games will be played at Tamale? If that is the rule, they should go. You see, when you make policies, you don't allow them to run. You eat back your own words. And I use your own words against you. People think I am criticizing you.
You're not.
But it is by your own words that I use against you.
Is it
Okay.
Historically, you made a statement, that's why I'm coming, that maybe the Tamale fans were hungry
to see the Black Stars.
Yes. To solve that problem, historically, the Black Stars used to go around the country playing friendly matches with the local teams. Yeah. So you
get opportunity
to see them or even to shake their hands. So that is what we should apply.
Okay.
You don't need an international match of that magnitude.
Okay.
And they should note something. Tamale people went. If the next match is taken to Esipo in Sekendi, my hometown, the crowd that will converge will be too much for the capacity of the
So right now, are the fans of Ghana are home now with the Black Stars?
They are not at home, but Ghanaians are football hungry, football loving, football.
So we're forgiving the Black Stars?
No, I'm talking of the Ghanaians and football.
Yeah, but James, have we forgiven the Black Stars?
I think the commission's report will show.
Oh, okay. The behavior of the Black Stars refusing to appear.
I think it is simply unacceptable. Nobody can give me any amount of excuse that will merit the behavior of what happened the other time. You were told that you needed to appear before the commission. Once you knew that you were not going to be able to get there, Tony, what stopped the whole squad, including the FE, coming together to let the commission understand that because of reason A, B, and C, the players will not be able to get in there on this day. But because of that, we are going to allow the captain of the side to come in and apologize on behalf of the players. Then they can go back. Then another date will be set for the players.
I think
to
that
come
they
in
got it
to
wrong.
solve it.
You got it wrong.
But with
So this
all,
boils down
but
to the-
Tony, with all the arrogance, if you sit back, you don't get in there, and people want to justify that players were to travel to go to Europe
next
to
day.
play their football. I don't have anything. I don't see anything wrong with that. But this is a captain that was in town. He had to be called before he flew in, before he drove
came
in there, right, Tony? Does it mean that he was not aware that he had to visit the commission that morning? And I am told that people say he wanted to have time for his family. There's nothing wrong with that. How many minutes would he have spent getting to the commission?
The idea was
commission
even that
understand
you see the way the satellites went to, the satellites came through.
Yes.
I think that, James, if they had landed at Tamale,
Yes.
Accra, just 5 minutes through the
Yes.
commission, I think that the commission would have allowed them to go.
Yes.
Because they will be with their bags, their luggage, and everybody will say, no, this way, congratulations for beating them, but we'll see you later.
Yes.
That's all.
Tony, you see, and when such things happen, the sad part of it is that you cannot exempt any Black Star player. You have to blame all the Black
It's a
Star
team.
players.
It's a
But
teamwork.
the issue is that some do not support what happened. But you are forced to blame all the Black Stars players. You get it? Which should not be the case.
Greetings from Jonathan Mensah's father. James, he says, as you extend your greetings, he's enjoying the discussion.
Tony, it's been a long time that we went
He
to
says
visit
that
him.
you people have
Yes.
neglected him.
No. We can never do that.
Okay.
We'll go home and visit him
Bob
and
is-
make sure that the fufu is there.
Okay, very back to
Tony,
you.
you see, so when that decision is taken, that no player should appear there, and indeed no player wanted to appear there, right? I was expecting the FA chairman to go there, or once he got in there, he should have said it point blank that on behalf of the players, he, as a chairman, has come in here to
present.
apologize that he is coming to represent the players, but to let the commission understand that they will appear on such a date. That would have ended the tourney. But you go in there, and the lawyer wanted to throw his weight about before a judge, which you know you cannot. You understand? So that got the judge infuriated.
And Moses said it, that he disrespected Ghanaians.
It did not show any respect, Tony. It did not show any respect.
So they still owe us an apology.
Tony, they owe us a total apology.
They
And I
worsened
still
their
insist
case.
that the only apology that some of us will understand is getting the Nations Cup trophy back here.
Morocco, Opera said
yes.
it. About a Fatau, Dauda, Stephen Adams, Smala will be appearing on Tuesday.
Good, Tony. The three players will be appearing. Thank God they are playing in our local system.
Would they be scared to speak? Because to me, Stephen Appiah was even scared to speak the truth.
Tony, Stephen Appiah didn't do us any good. You
As a
understand?
legend.
No, he didn't do us any good. He harbored the truth. He harbored so much of the truth. He
You
didn't.
want, James, we said he wanted sleeping dogs to lie.
This is not the time for sleeping dogs to lie. The sleeping dogs wouldn't need to lie.
He said he had
anywhere.
wished that
If-
Nsule is not called.
Tony, if you allow the sleeping dog to lie, where would you get to know when the dog was lying, what was he was dreaming about? He has to come out. Let them come out and tell us the truth.
What the parent should have said is that if you allow the sleeping dog to lie, then when the tips comes in,
Tony, you see, these players, the three players, Tony.
Can they speak?
For me, right? I don't think that these are the players. They
Among the three, I don't know who will be vocal to
probably-
speak. I think that Fatau, for me, Fatau will be my option to speak the truth.
Tony, you see, for the
Maybe
three
it will
of
be
them,
difficult. You know, it's their first time at the World Cup, James. And
Tony, the truth be told, I can see the three of them just passing through. We will not get anything from them. We should not expect anything from them
you see, it is very...
because they are.
can they really declare how much they were giving?
Tony, they will be told to go and declare what they had.
Some paper or what they had?
What they had. Do you understand?
100,000 is on
Wait,
paper.
do you understand me?
No, I don't get it.
The players, these three players, will be told that when you go in there, go and say you received A or B or C. The 100,000.
They will be coached.
Yeah, they will be coached.
That's the way.
Then
None of these
I think
players-
that Jamafe will have a difficult
Tom,
question
that's why
time.
I'm saying that the three players, none of them are ringleaders in the team. none of them are ringleaders in their team. There are the ringleaders in their team. Let's invite the ringleaders. They are the ones that we will get to know the actual truth from them. For these 3 players, they will just go there, they are passing
James,
through.
Operator says they will just pass through.
Well, I look at the fact that they were not active in the crisis. And in the below par performance, I think it's only Fatah. And Fatah has a very controversial situation. Because according to Kwadase, Fatah replaced him because of conspiracy between some players, among some players. So that is the area they should be asking him. But as for the money issue, they should leave the 3 of them. You understand?
But that is why our concern is the taxpayers' money.
And even on that side, that Uncle James is hating now. Fatah Udada will tell you that he didn't know anything about that. He was only told at the end of it all that.
Take this number 1.
And that's all. He wouldn't have anything to say.
After swearing with the Quran,
Tony, I am telling you that they are just passing
Fatah will
through.
swear with the Quran, Smala will swear with the Quran.
They are not going to tell us anything different. They will not tell us what we want to hear. They will tell the commission
So there's no
what
need.
the commission wants to hear.
What do you want to hear?
So
We want to know.
But you're
the truth.
expecting Sule and Kevin to come and help. These are the
Tony, you
people
see,
they want.
because
Everybody
those
wants.
guys are the true ringleaders in the team. When they come, they have no fear for any member of the executive committee. So they'll speak their mind.
Those are the people you want.
Yes, so that when you invite them, he will come. When you don't invite him, he doesn't have anything
He
to
doesn't
lose.
have any problem.
Yeah, but these guys, they have everything to lose if they expose everything. So they wouldn't expose anything.
Okay, so 3 Black Star players for Tao Dauda in post. And the man I always talk about Stephen Adams, Ghana's current number 1. Or is he? Okay.
Tempera number 1.
Tempera, okay. James says Tempera number 1. Stephen, okay. Smala Rashid.
Considered 4 goals already in 3 games.
Okay, and I have so many text messages. I think that my text lines need to be worked at, Baba. So let me go. Modesto says, Tony Beverly, open your eyes. Have I closed my eyes? A Tamale journalist stole an international phone belonging to an international cameraman in Tamale. I heard they were pickpocketing, and most journalists lost their iPads.
Tony, I'm not surprised. I have lost my camera.
In Tamale?
Yes, my camera, my phone, my recorder in
Tamale.
Tamale.
In Tamale?
Yes. The same moment. It happened within a split second.
Oh, I know my people are not like that, but...
It happened in Kumasi too, within a split second.
James.
Sometimes it doesn't come from... You see, criminals come from
all
places,
over.
yes.
I think
so
that
it doesn't necessarily mean that
they're
they are
the people of Tamale.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, James.
And it also shows the inexperience of people like Opari, who didn't go to the park when they were young. Those of us who were born there, we don't put things on our body. Apart
But James, when a pickpocket will pick you up.
I'm saying I will not go to the city and put my iPad and my sophisticated phone.
But James, you're going to work. So what
I'm now saying that when you are working, then you have a colleague who is not working with you, but you take him along to protect you as a bodyguard.
with no accreditation?
I'm telling you something. I'm telling you by experience.
So
when people
if
go
you
to
have an
town,
international assignment,
That means that when I'm traveling, I'll go with my dad because he's a security expert.
it is not a video center.
I'm very serious.
Okay, James.
You see, like when they do this beach jam.
So when you're going,
when
you
they say, raise your hand, raise your hand. When you raise your hand,
lift your hand in the air, then we are ready to pick you.
Put your hand. So
Hey, James,
those who are used to it from childhood, you don't go to such public gathering with all those, even with money.
Okay.
Jerry Ayesu lost a lot of money during, I think, RTB show.
Oh, okay.
How do you put such amount of money on your body?
Oh, okay.
Me when
James
I
says
go
that.
to a place like that, maybe 20 Ghana.
James says that when you go, so Modestus, you are here. When you go to beach function, say, put your hands in there. James says, don't do it because they're ready to pick you. Because let me go, Tony. Good morning. I'm really enjoying the show this morning. You are really doing a good job. Next year, inshallah, we'll win the sports show of the year. Please greet my man, Senior Pai, for me. Tell him I admire him a lot. From Sheikh in Cape Coast. Tony, Uncle James always come up with big jargon to run away from the main issue. He should hold the bull by the horn.
Yes.
That is why I will always like Opari's analysis. Opari, go ahead with your punches because we are listening and watching. So that is what Opari's. This is from Eric Jacke in New Ebrim. He's watching alongside Jerry Anko, the Springer, I call him. Says that I'm watching with Jerry Amko at Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana and New Tafo. Regards to James and my friend Opari. I still support the idea of giving coaching job to Maxwell Kunedo Opari.
Tony,
Okay.
you
No,
see,
Opari says we need to prepare the man.
the issue here is that, or if he's listening to me, I'm not saying that we should not give it to Maxwell Kunedo, but he is not prepared for it now. We have to prepare a coach so that the coach will succeed. Should it not be the instance of Kwesi Appiah? We didn't prepare Kwesi Appiah. We pushed him in there because we felt that he was prepared. That is why, even though he learned nothing, he forgot everything.
Okay, so let me quickly announce my phone line 0302211705, 0302211706. You can also call us. Your contributions are welcome on the sports show. That is sports review on Joy Sports. And don't forget, we have the Italian Serie A. The big game is here. Juve is coming up against Parma here. And okay, El Clasico today. We'll be looking at. You could bring your prediction. Oh, okay. So James, the league has delayed, and Alhaji is still in court. But James, I think that nobody can send the FA to court. But this time, I don't know.
They didn't say you cannot send the FA to court. They say when you take the FA to court, then you have considered yourself
Out of football. So Alhaji is now out of football.
No, so if it is
Okay, let me go to my friend. Before I go, can you please tell me who is interviewing the coach? Is this from Toaster? Nyantechi and his friends will surely pick the weaker coach who they can control. That's for Toaster. The day Nyantechi will get him. One day I will tell President where your shop is. He will come and scatter you. Let me go, Tony. Let me go to Tony. Tony, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Tony.
Tony, welcome to the show. What do you have for us? Quick one.
Yeah, thank you. Greetings to Mr. James, Uncle James, rather, and then Mr. Opari.
Okay.
Okay, James, you said when they say we should put our fingers in there where we shouldn't, right?
James, you say when you go to big dams and say put your hands in the air. Don't go.
James has refused to grow. All right, thank you for the show. We are enjoying the show very well. I think that with what Mr. Preko came to say this morning is very interesting.
Right.
I think as a nation, we have to get a philosophy.
Yeah.
And I think I grew up to understand that Ghana used to play some kind of football. And if that is the case, then we have to start from the scratch as well. So if we have to get somebody who will do that for us, who will believe in that philosophy, I think we should not worry ourselves so much. Why don't we go for the better? Something that will suit our kind of system. You know, we as a nation have to get a plan. And if I think we have a plan, then can I employ somebody and tell the person, this is what we want to do.
Okay.
And this is the kind of person who understands what we want to do.
Right.
Then we give the job to the person.
Right.
So back to the commission issue.
Yeah.
I was sad to hear that we have invited Fatao and these two guys. I think they will, I don't know, but they're not going to add anything up to what we have.
They'll just
they are
pass
going to
through.
repeat what has just been said by some people. So I am waiting for people like those who were the main actors, who the thing affected, to come out to challenge the issues, whether they agree or disagree. Not to say we want to fight each other, but so that we can prepare and avoid future occurrences. I believe that should be the issue. What happened to Fatah and the rest? Nothing. So they have got nothing to say.
Okay.
So let's bring the people who have been affected in some way so that they will come and speak what they feel. And then we can take cue from that. I believe that is how we have to go. So I think it is one, and greetings to everybody, colleagues, viewers, and the rest.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your call, and I know you are watching. Let me go straight to another call. I know the lines are beaming. Kofi, where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from Takoradi.
Okay, Kofi, morning to the show. What do you have for us, Kofi?
Those three guys, Paul and Co, I'm not sure the right guys they're supposed to invite. They should call ACN, Muntari, and KP to come and talk to Coach Nyantechi's brain. It seems he's there to make money out of the small boys, and they are not ready to go talk to him.
Okay.
Fatah and Co, they begged Coach Nyantechi to send them there, and they got something from the board.
You can't substantiate that they never begged. You can't. It is not true. They begged.
Oh, seriously.
Okay.
You know what?
No, they
We
didn't.
all know.
They
We've been
didn't.
following this since
Why
years
they
back.
begged? You said they begged before they
So
joined the
it's
national
called
team.
KPA. I mean, well, I know it's true. We all
Okay,
know
okay, okay,
that KPA,
You can't substantiate that,
Montari, and Co, they are no nonsense guys.
okay.
They've been there, international outward, playing better football and handling better games.
Okay.
But Ghana here, they go like, who you know, they'll beg you, fold you to take part of your money.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're not ready to part your money. Seriously, they drop you and you become what? Black sheep.
Okay, okay.
So Fatawa and Co, I think they should forget about them.
They should forget
They
about
come
them.
and defend.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. The man has spoken. Let me go. The next man on the line. Who do I have on the Nicholas?
Yeah, from Techmai, of course.
Okay, Nicholas, what do you have for me this morning?
Good morning to you and to my father and my good brother Opare as well.
Okay.
You see, thank God you people brought back the issue of commissioner on Kwesi Nyantakyi and the Blaster, because last week I didn't watch you.
Yeah.
I was so sad I didn't watch it because I didn't know whether such issue cropped up, and I was expecting it today, and you people brought it.
Yeah.
That day I was driving. It struck me even to enter into my radio when I was driving, because when I heard the letter, Kwesi Nyantakyi and the lawyer wrote, and the commissioner was reading that letter, and after that they also gave him a chance of speaking. I was so furious. They shouldn't even entertain him at all on that very day. Because after reading that letter, what else did you want us to hear from you again? Because you said they are old enough, whatever, you cannot physically produce them. If you cannot physically produce them, then part away with them. Let them come to their commissioner themselves. Why do you plead for them again? Without saying that you cannot produce them.
Yeah.
Because they are old enough. So why do you come there and plead again?
Yeah.
You see, this matter is going beyond this Ghana. And back to Fatau and Co. I don't think it's necessary for them to invite these three players. Anyway, they should have invited the captain of the team.
Yeah.
Like Kwesi Nyantakyi was invited.
Yeah.
Why is it that they don't want to invite the captain of the team and rather Fatau and Co? They cannot even say a word there. Thank you.
Okay. From my senior, maybe. From the chief security officer, Dumaga Lawrence, he says, intelligent investigative questions will be asked, and the three players will open up.
Yes, then it is possible.
It's possible.
They wouldn't want to open up.
He has been an investigator for the past 30
Yes,
years.
I think what
Dumaga.
yes said is perfectly right, because even though the players wouldn't want to open up, when questions are thrown at them, their
Would that be in
posture,
camera?
their
Maybe they will
demeanor,
do it in camera.
Tony, that then I don't support it.
The in camera.
I want everybody to hear what is going on.
Yeah, but Justice says sometimes some of the issue. Oh, James.
Yes, they call them classified information.
Well, they must say classified information.
Classified information, so it will be known to a few.
And
Yeah, yeah.
that guy from people said I threw up some big jargons to it.
Yes, he said
Hide
that.
away from the
James says that when you go to the place and let me go to Israel. Israel, what do you have for me?
Yeah, please, what I have to say is that it is about time Ghanaians dwell on what we call ethical universalism,
Come again.
not ethical egoism.
Okay. Ethical.
I'm saying that ethical universalism, that's where we
Universalism,
to
okay.
protect the interests of all, not
Okay.
ethical egoism.
Egoism. Okay.
Yes, I side with Opare for what he's saying, because if those three guys are called, Kelvin, Montari, and then
Essien.
Farate,
Okay.
they are capable of speaking the truth, so that the minds of Ghanaians will be clear of errors, preconceived ideas, so that will not suffer from mediocrity.
Okay.
Those that they are calling now, what do they have to say? And for the fear of losing their position now, they can easily be manipulated.
Okay.
But those guys out there, they have all the facts that Ghanaians are willing to hear. So they should stop putting that into our eyes by inviting those
Okay.
who have nothing to tell us.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your contribution. This is the show. I mean, I had the lines are beaming, but Kinoto will not give me extra time. Let me go to and pick my Elvis Elvis, good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you calling me? Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from Balta.
Oh, nice. What do you have for me?
Yeah, I want to beat my family there. I talk with Paris.
Okay.
But I don't know, Uncle James, the matter, what is the problem with an attitude against with Uncle James? Maybe if Uncle James is having the money with Yanti, then they should tell us. Because the way Yanti is going with it, he has
no, please, so don't allege anything against Uncle James.
Yeah, because all the time you will support him. We don't know why. Meanwhile, he has done so well things. Because the commission that he appeared was trying to talk about with the police. I don't know why. He told the players not to come. He was not trying to cover them.
Yes.
He was not trying to call the players. That's all what he was doing there.
Yeah.
And when the judge got angry, then he now saw that the judge is very angry with him. Then he and the lawyer, they were trying to trace everything.
Yeah. They are good.
We always
They're
say
good.
that he has qualified Ghana today. He has qualified Ghana to the World Cup. But if we don't take time, he's the one who's going to make us Ghana to even fall, will not even qualify to the Nation Cup.
Oh, okay. Two steps for three
Yeah,
backwards.
but the way he's doing is not the best.
Okay. Okay.
But I thank Obado very much. I would like to have his number because we have been trying online all the time. We watch your program very soon.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. We are still working on our lines. I hear the lines still, maybe Kinoto, we need to add another line to our lines because people keep on calling. But let me come to Kinoto says we do. James, about the league. James, time is fast, man. Quick one.
Yes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. It is very disturbing. Very disturbing because now the players are being paid. In fact, majority are not being paid, especially at the lower level, because there is no income.
Backgrounds of focus paying.
I said lower level.
Lower level.
What do you call houses at the very top, 1911, with that private stadium. They don't have private stadium.
The House of Folk fans will not be happy with you, James. But these are facts.
These are facts. These are truths. That's the truth.
But is it necessary? Some truths are not necessary. Hey, James.
So, what I'm trying to say is that some players are being paid. The Mazras, the backroom staff, all they are being paid. Where is the chief executive
getting the
money from? Two, boardroom decisions are very difficult to make.
Okay.
If you come to me for sponsorship, I ask you, when will the league start?
Okay.
And then three, the Congress has a lot of information to do some reforms. So I think there's a middle way. You see? One, I tell
James, a quick one, because maybe we'll extend it maybe next week. We'll look at
Alhaji Gusa should be deeply persuaded
to withdraw
the case.
Yeah, a quick one, so we do some greetings before we show some go.
I totally disagree with what Uncle James has said.
The man has an issue.
He should be persuaded to do what?
To withdraw the case.
To withdraw the case. The issue is, right, let's not go into the area of Ediana. Let's not go into the area of Ediana.
Yeah.
Is Alhaji right in what he's doing or wrong?
He's right, James.
So let's allow him
That's
to
why
go
the word persuasion
No, nobody should persuade him.
Are you going to argue with him? You are not going to argue
Nobody
with
should
him.
persuade him.
You
Let him use all
but it's
of the means that
out
he needs.
of court settlements or something.
Shatawale
do you
said
know,
he wants
Tony, do you know that before I was
James says Shatawale.
Shatawale was out of court settlement.
No, Tony, listen, seriously, do you know that if I have an issue with you, before I will go to Uncle James to tell him that he should persuade you for us to get back out of court settlement, then it means that I've considered that I am at fault.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the FA should consider that they are at fault.
So Alhaji will come
Yes.
on. A quick one. Let's just say good morning to some few people so we go up, right?
Tony,
our list is still growing.
Very good morning to a pastor that I met. He's Pastor Willis. He's in Cotonou. I met him.
Cotonou?
Yes.
And he's watching.
He watches the program.
In Benin. So Kinoto, we are all over Liberia, Cotonou.
With his wife and children, he watches the program every morning. Yeah, he inspired me so much. I thank him so much. And I also say good morning to Felix Nyako. He's in Downsman.
Okay.
I met him last week. I didn't know him from anywhere.
But he says he watches the show.
Yes, he watches the show with his friends, and he wanted to make me comfortable, like people make Uncle James comfortable.
By the okay, James, get us to Bazooka's place.
Did you go there?
It is not in near my house.
Okay.
Please, I told you, on a very, very, what do you call it? Lovely and.
Kinoto say greetings to Jamesa, his Archbishop Adenta branch.
Okay. My elder sister's last born.
ICGC.
My elder sister,
Action, sorry.
Mrs. Victoria Mamba Roger, They are watching the show.
Okay, in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, in Oyo State, Oyo State. The last born, Bukola, Maboroja, is wedding this after. I'm sure they are 1 hour here, so I'm sure the ceremony has taken off.
Oh, okay.
So you go there after here?
No, because of some personal.
Okay, but the El Clasico is on Chelsea against Man U Sunday on Joy 99.7 live commentary from the BBC, and El Clasico today. Messi against.
Let me talk about these meetings because there are some.
James, there's no time.
They are sustaining me now. The first person is. There's no time.
James, let me read it for you.
Cards.
James, Frederick Kofi Kwesi, F&D Financer. James says you are the man sustaining Afrique Company. Ama Echa Kwati.
Tony, how are they sustaining him?
I don't know. We'll come back to that. So that is how. Okay, Kinoto says it's bringing, but kudos to my brother, a brother from another mother. That is Kujo Lumo. And Atonam are watching the show. The whole family, everybody's watching. Ochimai says that greetings to everybody in Aflao. Ochimai keeps on asking, when will we come back to Aflao? Maybe the team will be there. Kinoto, we need to do that region. And also to my official foreman, Dumega. You know, my dad is now my former. It's all his security techniques. Nobody can trespass. So right now, when James is going to any party, he could send him along. So that he lives there. He say, raise your hand and say, just put your hands down. This is how we'll draw the curtains down to all the cameramen who are really on Aaron and the entire light team. The bread man are calling. So here, Modestus, Zame, who is the official, and Mark is also here, and so MCR, everybody, Konfanko, the man. Kinoto, you keep on giving me names. And you see, the executive producer of this show is Baba. You know Baba, Abu himself. Abu is the man who is in charge of this show. This is the sports review every Saturday. And today is school's reunion. You need to be there if you're a past student of St. Augustine's College. I want to see you there. If you're a past student of Fijai Secondary School.
Yes, secondary.
Or secondary, I want to see you there. Was.
Yes, sure.
Odumasi Krobo, Kinoto says, hey, Kinoto is confusing me. Opari was.
Yes.
Okay, and Fijai.
Yes, okay.
19.
73 O level, 75 A level.
Okay.
You were not born now.
So that is how we'll draw the curtains down. Kudos to everybody and all our fans. And don't forget, Opo Baya, the past, hey, is it on? Odoko Bars youth, I'm not getting it. Odoko Bars police children, Let me put that way. Hey. There's a beach party for them today. Odoko so you need to be there, past police children of Odoko Bars.
We enjoyed that when we went Kanto.
And so that is how we'll draw the curtains down. Catch me tomorrow, but no, catch me today at the Independence Square. I'll be bringing you live commentary on the five-a-side football. St. Augustine's against Infantipim. I decided against St. Paul's Denu. So there's rivalry today at the Independence Square. Let's all be there. Kudos to everybody, especially my wife and my sweet daughter, Safako Dusebabli. Bye-bye.